Well, there you have it, some strong words there from Vinod Dasari, the president of SAM, clearly saying that policy uncertainties was hurting the auto industry. But time for us to slip into a break on this special. But when we return, we get you a special conversation with the managing director of Escorts Limited, Nikhil Nanda. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the CNBC TV 18 special. I also caught up with the managing director of Escorts Limited, Nikhil Nanda, on a day when the company showcased a new range of products with an eye to tap the global markets. Here's Nikhil in conversation with me. All right, with me now is the managing director of Escorts, Nikhil Nanda. Nikhil, many congratulations. And I remember the last time we spoke in December, you did give me a clue in terms of, what you're working on, the next generation of tractors. So here we have the family of tractors behind us. Tell me a little about the importance, when do they go on sale?
Well, this is a complete, as we call it, the Net series, new Escorts tractor series. It's a completely new platform. So you have behind you the compact range, which are technology and platform for precision farming, for orchard vineyards and other application of the kind of crops that the tractors will do the job. And behind me is a 75 horsepower, which again is a brand new platform for global launch. And then we have also showcased the electrical prototype concept. So the idea of the launch is really to prepare for the future, to showcase for the future, and I'm very proud of the team at Escorts who have done what they have done in creating a product that will be mapped for the precision of application for the crop that they will buy the product for.
So when do you open bookings?
So as far as the compact is concerned, we are taking bookings.
It's already started?
It's already started.
Okay.
We have the 75 horsepower. Tomorrow we have our International Day. We have more than 54 distributors across the globe coming in tomorrow. And we are already taking bookings. So FY18, Jan, Feb, March, we will start seeing these products rolling out of our manufacturing plants.
Oh, so Jan, Feb, okay, so the first quarter.
While we are saying May, but the prototype, few lots of production will happen, but we'll reach the market sometime around April, May.
Does this then sort of complete Escorts sort of family of products? Or are there still some segments that that you're still considering where you need to have some presence?
So I think a lot of extensive work has gone in. So we'll have a complete range from 12 to 120 horsepower for Indian markets and the global markets for different kind of cultivation. So I think this is the beginning of many product lines that you will see from our platform. And I think this is just a start.
So we're going to see more products coming out?
I think the range will be a lot more fuller, because there are many other applications that we're looking at, and also in terms of the emission compliance and the technology that is required for the different soils and conditions and the ecosystem of our market in terms of preference. Of course, India is our home market, but we have chosen 5 international markets as well.
Which are US?
You have Latin America, you have Africa, you have Southeast Asia, so you have USA. So these 4 to begin with are going to be very, very important markets. So a lot of products which perhaps are not exhibited here, but are being developed and will in the next 10 to 12 months will be showcased for specific needs on those markets.
And you will be exporting these products as well?
Oh, absolutely. This is predominantly an export product.
Yeah.
And even a compact tractor, I feel there's a very large need of these applications even in the Indian market.
Yeah, because you've done that with the compact, with your Power Track series, which was smaller, more value for money, more frugal engineering. But so how is that different from what you're now attempting to do?
So you see, Power Track is, as you rightly mentioned, is a product that gives you the value for money. It's a very basic tractor. It has all the ability of giving the value per se in terms of economical cost ownership. Farm Track is more towards premium, more precision, high tech. It really is creating and carving the future of what we believe will be the future farming method. And today's launch of exclusive platform is also such platform whereby we encourage our engineers to come and be part of the solution of the global need. We all know by 2050 we will need 70% more food for 9.5 billion people. So this is a platform where we invite all partners and proud Indians, people who want to be a part of the journey. So that's a great moment for me to really create a platform that can become institutional and can showcase the best of what India can offer to the world.
And that's why you perhaps were also part of the Prime Minister's sort of, coterie of people, to brainstorm in terms of as far as agriculture growth is concerned and what India could do, what private sector could do. But maybe that we can talk about, some other day. Since you're saying that we're going to see more products, can you tell us also the segments where, or in terms of the horsepower range that you will now focus on now that these are out of the way?
So we have the range from 12 to 120. So today you see up to 75. So therefore that much more room in terms of products that you will see in the future.
So between 75 and 120.
So we called it up to 120, and I think that really is the focus, and that pretty much takes care of our focus in terms of our excellence, in terms of what we would want to bring for the Indian and international
When
market.
does that happen?
I mean, the entire program is mapped, everything is well on its path of delivery across in terms of value chain. So in the next 2 to 3 years, you will see a very large fill-up. I mean, the last 4 years, I mean, the kind of products that we've added for the domestic market and the international market, I genuinely feel with what we spoke in my last interview with CNBC, the confidence of Escorts growth is not just coming merely based on the sentiments and spirit. It's actually coming in based on the kind of work we have done on creating such kind of platforms and products. So today, even the tractors that we have launched, I mean, of course, they are platform intelligent, but they also give you the comfort, the luxury, the precision. So we also want to create a differentiation when we talk about product launches on our platform.
Right. This has been, so far this financially, it's been a good year for Escorts, barring the month of June, I think, which is where, ahead of GST, I think there was some sort of, destocking happening and so on and so forth. Any kind of growth guidance that you can share with us, Nikhil? How do you see the remaining rest of the year panning out for you?
So the year is looking great. I think the monsoons are good, ecosystem is good. I'm very positive. I feel that we will continue to meet our plans for the current year. I do believe the next 2 years, we spoke about this in the last interview, that until 2019, I feel that the ecosystem is very favorable towards agriculture climate. So Escorts is very well prepared for the opportunity to address and meet in the domestic market and for the international. So I think the run for the next 2 years is going to be good. But it's a psyche that we have in management and Escorts, that when you're in floods, prepare for drought. Because we are a cyclical business.
Right, exactly.
So we need to create the oscillation between the good and the bad has to minimize. So we have already started a very aggressive cost optimization program and bringing in the agility factor, whereby we sort of reduce the risk of dependence on the seasonal effect on our business. So therefore, the product in many ways will address and open markets for Escorts, like in the south, in the west.
So you're looking at newer markets then?
So you have the compact range. I mean, the south of Maharashtra, we could not even enter because we didn't have a compact product. So there is segmental correction. So strategically as well, these products will open up markets and avenues of growth, which will reduce oscillation and de-risk the company's growth strategy in the future.
You preempted my question. So diversification is a way to de-risk your business model.
Diversification within the agriculture markets for the platform of precision farming, which are creating markets which now we can go with with a lot of confidence. And I'm already seeing a lot of inquiries and good products. I mean, in terms of the kind of the test results have been exceptionally encouraging.
What's your team telling you the kind of growth that Escorts can look forward to, at least financially, as far as domestic market goes?
I don't want to give a number, but I think the team Escorts is very prepared. They're all out to give their best. Everyone is sweating. And I'm really proud of the kind of alignment we have. We have already now an official launch of our 2022 vision as well. So we are also thinking ahead and planning for the current year. So I think in all, Escorts is prepared to meet the future. So I'd like to give that confidence to our stakeholders, to our opinion makers, that we are a company that wants to build a long-term value.
With your, with these range of products, what happens now to your market share? I mean, because, this is a competitive market. Now you have global players as well. I mean, talk to me a little about the competitive dynamics. How much is the market? 11-12% overall in the tractor segment?
So you're absolutely right. I think growth is going to be a very big emphasis and focus. So we're going all out. Now that we have the products, we have all the platforms that we needed to have. So the focus now is building a governance and a process-oriented way of giving an experience to customer and finding the customer in a manner without just pushing a product, but pushing a solution. I think the approach, the dynamics, the strategy all have to evolve to change the market, the way market is changing as well. I mean, the way we sold and approached the consumer of the past is very different to the future. So the excitement and the believability of Escorts getting a larger market share, for sure, that's our aspiration, and we're going to get it and we will achieve it. It's based on the fact that we have that software power along with the hardware power of what you see today.
So what's the sort of target for 2022? Tell me 2022. Let's talk long term then.
You are very good at what you do, so you want me to give you a number, but all I can say is that the growth aspirations are very high. We are not talking about incremental, we're talking exponential growth. So I still would want to shy away in giving a number, but a number that will give a very big signal to the Indian and the international market. The Escorts here is to grow in its chosen applications, because you also have to focus. And we will see that focus and that robustness in terms of growth. That will come, and let the time reflect that confidence that I'm talking to you today.
All right. Couple of last things, Ben. We are also seeing discounting back in the market. You know, that's what we are hearing from industry. Your views, I mean, how do you see discounting today as opposed to, let's say, 6 months ago?
You know, I personally feel that discounting is very short-lived. I don't think this is a long-term strategy that any company can live with or can survive. I think competitiveness means differentiation, compelling propositions. You only discount if you are not confident about your offerings. So I believe, along with my team, that whatever we do, we create such exceptional value. And therefore, this launch a platform that we create products that give you a different flavor, whereby you can be confident on not the discount, but on the ROI.
Right.
And we'll talk about it more.
But Escorts is not giving discounts.
I mean, you should ask my sales and marketing head on that.
Oh, okay.
I normally discourage it, but...
Okay. You know, in conclusion, it's been, again, you know, I think investors are also giving a thumbs up to Escorts. I think I think there's a lot of clarity now from the management in terms of what the turnaround strategy is. You know, so any message that you would have, because your stock has done really well. It's it's been on fire lately. So what can they expect? You've talked to me about the 2020 vision. You've talked to me about this is the period for exponential growth, and the long gestation period. I think now is when the returns are also coming into the business. So your message to investors?
So very overwhelmed. I want to thank them for their confidence. I think this is a reflection of the confidence, not just me, but my entire team. I'm here because of a lot of people who are working behind the cameras. And I'm a big Bhagavad Gita believer. So as Krishna says, focus on what you must do perfectly. Results inevitably will come. So as much as we desire results, but the focus is more on getting what we do perfectly. So I think we are very, very focused, and we still have a long way to go. So we are very, very hungry, and I think that ambition and that passion is something that I'm seeing across Escorts today.
So there you have it, Nikhil Nanda making a strong pitch to his shareholders to stick with Escorts Limited, a company that has given, of course, good returns, saying that the years ahead, Escorts is going to see exponential growth. But that's all we have time for on the CNBC TV 18 special. But remember, this was just a prelude to our continued coverage of the SIAM annual convention. Catch me tomorrow as we sit down with the who's who of the auto industry to try and understand the challenges ahead and how the